When I got to school, bitches ain't tell me you get refund checks. Girl, my freshman year, Virginia State gave me a cute little coin for my refund. I said, oh, I get money for going to school? Not knowing 4.5 years later, baby girl, they were gonna be calling for that money back. Y'all, what the fuck is up, bitch? What's going on, y'all? Okay, my chair is not right. Okay, is this cool? What's up, bitches? It's like, no. What's going on? It's your boy, Von.j, back again for another video. So, first of all, if you're new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Be sure to like, comment, and share. Like, let people know that Von.j has released another video, more content. And today is, bitch, I don't even know what today is, but it's become my birthday. And the girl is off, or I'm kind of off, not really off. Like, I'm working from home, but like, so I'm off. So this is why you see the bright hair in my head. And I don't have to technically go into work. I'm working, but I don't have to go into work. So no one can really see what my appearance is for this week. So I am enjoying life, okay? Enjoying myself. Looking like a con for once in a while, okay? Listen, when I get off, when I take, you know, when it's special occasions, I kind of go all out. Not really, but I kind of like, I like to pull out my inner fierceness when I can. And this is one of those times. I was supposed to have been off the whole week, but my my senior was like, oh, there's no need to take off the whole week. We can really use you, so you can work from home if you need to. I said, sure. Last time I have to take off. Maybe, boy, I can use it another time when I really need it. Anyway, so as you can tell by the title of this video, today is going to be a story time. And before we get into it though, y'all, I have wine. First of all, let me tell you what time it is. It is, bitch, almost 1 o'clock, like 12:40 in the motherfucking morning, bitch. But I'm about to pour this wine. I like this wine. This guy in Target put me onto this wine. Cause I was in the store, I was like, I want like a sweet wine, like I like a Moscato, like a sweet one. And he was like, oh yeah, we just taste tested these ones today, they're new. And he put me onto these, girl, and it's so good. I put my mom onto it. It's called Castello del Poggio. Don't quote me. And this is how they do it. Yeah, I can't really, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so I'm about to pour this. And of course, in the title, I'm going to have what the story time is about. So this is how we're gonna kick it off. Because first of all, you know, when you have, okay, listen, first of all, my exposure to men were minimalistic before going to college. So you have to understand, these circumstances are always, for me, on my behalf, it's a little different. Like when I'm talking about niggas, it's because shit was crazy. Not really crazy, but you know, bizarre. Niggas was just crazy, period. So, Oh, y'all, it is so amazing. Great. Oh my God, I feel like Donald Trump. Amazing. So fantastic. Amazing. And Tiana does the best interpretation of Donald Trump. I mean, anyway, boom. So, first, this is the boy. Let's give this boy a name. That's too close. Maybe Jared. I don't fucking know, bitch. I don't even, well, anyway, so Jared, boom. So, one day, first of all, when I got to school, I did notice that me and him have been friends on Facebook for a while. So, like, I think we had a mutual friend or two. I think maybe he was like the cousin of someone that I went to high school with, but we did not run in the same crews. Like, I'd never seen him before. Maybe he seen me like on somebody's status or something and was like, add him, blase, blase. So, because I know for me, like, in the beginning, like before I started like becoming like more in tune with my sexuality, like I was one of the people that would be like afraid to talk to niggas. Like, I wouldn't like put myself on niggas. Like, it would have to be like, you would have to blatantly tell me because I am oblivious type of thing. So that's kind of what this was. So basically, we were friends on Facebook for a while. I had just got some new shoes, y'all. So, okay, so first of all, when I got to school, bitches ain't tell me you get refund checks. Girl, my freshman year, Virginia State gave me a cute little coin for my refund. I said, oh, I get money for going to school? Not knowing 4.5 years later, baby girl, they were gonna be calling for that money back. Baby girl, that's not yours. It was a loan. No, bitch, that's funny. Oh. But anyway, girl, I got a cute little coin. I got like $700 back or something like that. So, girl, I was balling. So what I did was I went to the mall. Everybody knows South Park is trash. Tragic, tragedy. Virginia State, everyone knows that South Park is the last resort. And now now I would say this. The girls these days have luxury of ordering shit online and getting cute stuff. Like, when I was in like my freshman year, we weren't really into, well, I know I wasn't. I don't know about other people because I wasn't big on shopping at first. Like, I wasn't like in tune with what I would consider fashion. Like, I was always a fashionable person, like, but it was not always like the best fashion, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to shop at the highest places. But anyway, so my freshman year and stuff like that through college, like the first 2 or 3 years, like thrifting was a thing. Like, we would go and, you know, get cute outfits based off of little 50-cent stuff. We had 50-cent Tuesdays at one of the thrift stores, stuff like that. Boom. Anyway, so back to the story. Got sidetracked though. But so we was friends on Facebook and got my refund check. I went and got these shoes. So the shoes, y'all, I think, what were they called, bitch? Them fucking shoes, they had like, it was Nikes. They had like the bubbles on the bottom. I want to say they were like Air Maxes or something. I don't know. I don't wear sneakers for real other than Vans and Balenciaga lookalike sock shoes, bitch. That's all I wear. And Chelsea boots. So, boom. I posted those shoes online, bitch, trying to flex, girl. I don't even know what was my mindset at that point. I just posted the shoes. Boom. Boom, time went by. I think maybe like a day or two later, he had like sent me an inbox about where I get my shoes from. And I'm like, oh, I got it from the mall, blase, blase. Bitch, oblivious as fuck. Wasn't even, girl, matter of fact, I have the messages in my phone. I will put it in the video. But y'all, it's so much side tea. Like, okay, so I was watching YouTube today, and that's what made me want to do this first gay experience video. So I was like, oh, I might still have those messages from when we used to talk, when we first started talking, and it would have been like a cute thing to show y'all like how we started talking. Bitch, why the fuck he done spammed the shits? He done blocked my motherfucking ass. Like, I already knew he had either deactivated his Facebook or blocked me because I could see the messages at first, but like it was like a Facebook user. It wasn't saying like his name. So I already knew that he either blocked me or, you know, something crazy. So I'm going through and I'm like, wow, this nigga really marked this shit as spam, because it tells you that this content was marked as spam or inappropriate or something like that. So I'm like, wow, my nigga's really covering his tracks, because he don't want nobody to know what the fuck went on. But bitch, I'm not going to tell your business. I mean, my friends probably know, but that's about it. But they're not going to go tell your business to nobody else. And that was my girl. Shit, they had to fucking know, bitch. And he knew, bitch. He knew, because first of all, my best friend worked with him for like a year. They used to work in the same store. And she used to talk to me about him, and I used to be like, what's his name again? And when she finally told me who he was, I didn't tell her the first time she talked about him, I did not tell her that I was messing with him, because anyway, boom, back, y'all, listen, but anyway, finish. I didn't tell her that I was messing with him because I was trying to tell nobody who I was messing with. Boom, because we weren't best friends at the time. We were good friends, but we weren't like best friends. He had hit that market. I hadn't even quite told him that I was gay yet. So it's almost like a, you know, kind of keep it to yourself type of thing. So boom. Anyway, back to the story. So, shit, he blocked me, bitch. Basically, like, no messages. So I'm like, fuck, I can't even show y'all how the fuck this shit happened. Started off to have, you know, to have a clear mind of what happened. So anyway, boom, basically. So he messaged me about the shoes. That's how the conversation started. Then he started talking about school, like how long I've been there. I was like, oh, I'm a freshman. He was like, how you enjoying it? I'm like, it's cool so far. I go home most weekends or whatever like that. He was like, oh, for real? He was like, well, who you be hanging with out here or whatever? I was like, oh, I got a few friends that came from high school with me here. That's mostly who I talk to outside of, you know, people that I'm in class with and stuff like that. Like, I didn't really have any friends, like, at school besides the people that came with me from high school. So, and I was telling him, like, the number of people. I'm like, girl, I'm like, looking at the messages. I'm like, bitch, you so whack. Why the fuck you have to give him a breakdown of how many people you hang with, bitch? It was like, I had to say, like, oh, I fuck with, like, 7 boys. No, like, fuck with, like, 4 boys. And 7 girls from high school, whatever. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck are you trying to go into detail how many people you was fucking with? Like, he didn't even know all that. But I think I was telling him that because I was starting to get the hint that he was trying to fuck with me. So I had to kind of make it be like, I'm low. Like, he don't, like, nobody knows. Bitch, when in actuality, no one knew that I was gay, because my roommate was straight. His boys were straight. Like, they used to fuck with me. Like, I mean, how do I explain it? I wasn't always this gay. I grew up basically, you know, being masculine, like not really masculine, but growing up learning how to be a man basically. So I can adapt easily. Like, it's not hard at all for me to adapt to situations. So when I was put in a situation, I'm like, bitch, I grew up in a household with niggas, like, so I know how to carry myself like a man and, you know, just ride the surface, you know. That's what I did. I mean, even to this day, if I see my old roommate, my freshman year roommate, like, we cool, like, it's no beef. Like, he know I'm gay as fuck now because I was in a whole modeling organization for the last 2 years of our fucking 2 years of our college experience. So he knows that I'm fucking gay. But anyway, boom, back to the story. So yeah, he told him like, yeah, I hang with blase, these many people. Then he like, oh, cool. It was like, you trying to sorry y'all. He was like, oh, you interested in like pledging or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about joining something next year, bitch. I didn't know shit about pledging. Because clearly I just thought about, bitch, okay, it's a go, I sign up, bitch, and, you know, of course I knew about the process, but I'm like, bitch, I'm thinking I just go and sign up, bitch, and that's it. Like, bitch, I'm online or something. Like, I didn't know the whole shit, so whatever. But anyway, he was like, what you trying to pledge? I'm like, telling him or whatever. And then I was like, oh, you probably trying to pledge this organization or whatever. And he was like, I mean, this this frat or whatever. He was like, hell no, whatever like that. And I'm like, because the way he looked, I would have assumed that that's what he wanted to pledge. I mean, there's like stereotypes about frats, as people that's probably watching this know. But, you know, the pretty boys, you know where they go. Like, you know, that's what they're going to do. So that's what I was putting at him. And he was like, oh no, or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then okay, bitch, I'm stopping skipping over the story. Because y'all, my stories be crazy because, bitch, my head be all over the place because when I say something, it triggers something else like that's far down the line. So I'm like, no, let's go back to the beginning of the story because, girl, you're missing it. Missing it. Girl, it's gone. Okay, boom. So anyway, oh yeah, he told me whatever, and we was like, I was like, no, that's not what we're gonna do. But he told me he was in one organization, and I was like, I never heard of it because, of course, I'm a freshman, so I didn't go to the Social Butterfly. Virginia State has the Social Butterfly, where they showcase all of the organizations on VSU campus. So I didn't go my freshman year, so I didn't know what orgs was what. So he was telling me, he explained it or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like, you know, like what I gotta do to kind of join or whatever. But then I thought about it. I'm like, bitch, I don't want to be in nothing that he's in because that's gonna be awkward as fuck. Like, child. Note to the young gay boys. Do not mess with no down low ass niggas. Y'all, it is so stressful and it's not worth the stress. Baby girl, it's too much. Anyway, boom, back to the story. I need to stop getting sidetracked. It's so bad. But boom. So he told me about the organization or whatever. I'm like, ooh, cool, blah, blah, blah. So one day we kept messaging, and then he was like, me and my cousin was hanging out. It was like the next day. Me and my cousin was hanging out. He was like, where you at? And I'm like, at AT&T. And he thought I said A&T, which was the bank. No, which is the cell phone store. So I said, he was like, oh, what you doing down there? And I'm like, I'm at AT&T, bitch, at a phone company. Like, what the fuck you mean what I'm doing down there? But I figured he was talking about the school, A&T, North Carolina A&T. And then I was like, oh, he was like, oh, so you still around? I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, you trying to text? Boom, bitch, send in my number. So we start texting. Bitch, I wish I had an iPhone then because I would definitely have the messages. But I didn't have an iPhone then, bitch. I was behind time. Baby girl, I mean, it was probably only like the 4, but still, bitch, I was behind time. So boom, he was like, texting, we start texting, boom, girl, I'm still oblivious, didn't think that he was trying to holler at me type of thing. So I'm like, because first of all, he was fine, bitch. Let's be very clear. My freshman year, girl, I was fucking hideous, bitch. So let me be, I ain't even gonna fake the fun, girl. Matter of fact, if I can see if I can find a picture and I'm gonna post it up in here somewhere. Bitch, I was hideous. Do you hear me? So I was not thinking that that's what was going through his head. So one day I'm walking to class and we texting like, bitch, at this point I'm starting to get anxious because first of all, I never fucked with a boy. So, I mean, I've texted boys like, but they were never like in arm's reach, like could, you know, do something to me that day or like we could fuck around type shit. So, bitch, I'm nervous. Every time he texts me, bitch, my heart beating fast, like don't know what to expect. So this particular day, bitch, I will not forget it. I'm walking to class and I get the text message, bitch, and I'm walking down my stairs matter of fact, I'm walking down the stairs in my dorm room, in my dorm hall, and I can see outside, cause like, you know, most stairwells, they can see outside. So boom, I'm walking down the stairwell, bitch, and I get that message, and bitch, it says, are you going to give me a kiss? That, bitch, I was like, wait, this nigga is flirting with me. So, bitch, it took me a long time to respond. You know, bitch, when you send a risky text and it takes them a long time to respond, you say you plan. So, bitch, I was walking, I walked out of my dorm and I was walking to my class, bitch, and I was like so fucking, bitch, I had nobody to talk to at this point about it because, bitch, first of all, my friend Jaquan now, he used to live across the hall from me. So, we were cool, but we weren't cool because I wasn't out gay. Like, he knew I was gay because when you gay, you know when the girls, you know who the girls are. Like, you can kind of tell. Like, even me, like, I could spot a girl. Like, but I wasn't out, but I could spot a girl. So anyway, we were cool, but I wasn't like cool enough for him to tell him like what was going on. So bitch, I literally had to keep it in. Bitch, had to figure it out on my own. Hard. Find some friends, bitch, and tell them what's going on, because they might know. They can help a bitch out. Stop looking down. If a girl, you look down. If I had my friends that I have now back, I mean, like when we were like close as how we are now, bitch, you'd be like, but you're dumb. And he's playing you, but you play him first. Period. So anyway, boom, walking to class. Walking to class, and he, so the text message or whatever. So, bitch, I didn't respond. So he replied, said, I'm just playing. I was like, oh, cool. So, bitch, at that point, bitch, I'm like, okay. And then he was like, oh yeah, come to my room or whatever like that, bitch. I'm like, what? You trying to meet that? First of all, y'all, I didn't do my research. That's just a disclaimer. Y'all can take that how y'all want to. So boom, he told me to come to his room. No. He cool, shorter than I expected. He was short. What? Not really short, but shorter than me. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6 foot, which is not too tall. It's like average height for men, I guess. But he was below average, basically. So, so I meet him the first time. He let me in his dorm. First of all, bitch, freshmen do not go into upperclassmen dorm. And if you don't have a swipe to get into the buildings are like activated for swipe. Bitch, I did not want to make this video so long. Ooh, sorry y'all, my head itching. But yeah, he first of all I had to go into his dorm by sneaking in basically behind somebody and trying to act like I knew where I was going. Girl, first of all, I didn't know where I was going because the way the building he lived in, it was split. Like if you go in the lobby, you had to go to the right side because you couldn't go across. So you would have to come back down and go around, go over, and then go up. So I was hoping that I was going to the right way. He told me which way to go, but bitch, it was a back entrance and a front entrance. So if you're telling me left and I'm coming from the back, it's the difference between the left coming to the front. So bitch, I was just praying that when I got to that 3rd floor, I could find his room number because the room numbers are different on each side. Like it stopped at a certain number on this side and it begins on the other side. So I would have to go back down and go up. So boom, get to his room, bitch. My heart beating fast as fuck. Knock on the door. He let me in. He like, what's up? So boom. Then I'm sitting on his little, he had like he had a single room. So he had his own little desk. Everything was his. He had a shared bathroom. They had a shared bathroom. So, but he, I sat in his chair and we was just talking, like chatting, like, and I'm like, okay, cool, bitch. But I had to make an excuse to get out, baby girl. It was getting too hot. So I said, oh, I gotta go to class. Bitch, I didn't know how to go to class. I think it was like a social or something and I would end up going there. But bitch, I was so fucking nervous, bitch. I was scared as shit. So, boom, I said I gotta leave. So I'm about to leave. He opened the door for me. I'm walking out the door. He's like, so you're not giving me no hug? And I'm like, a hug? So bitch, I give him a hug. First of all, y'all, he's shorter than me, as I said before, bitch. And it was like really awkward. And this is the first boy I would say like I really like was talking to. I mean, at this point we weren't really talking, but it's the first boy I ever like, you know, fucked with. So boom, I leave, go home. Shit, I go home, go back to my dorm or whatever. And we like started seeing each other more, but I'm like, bitch, I've never seen this nigga before. Like, and now I'm seeing him all the time, bitch. I mean, I would spot his ass, like, and I would be trying not to look at him, and he would not look at me, bitch. But would text me right after he like walked past me, and I'm like, motherfucker, like, in the beginning stages, like, I was not, like, I didn't really care if I would say, like, and I really didn't care, but like, I was like oblivious to stuff. Like, it wasn't like, I don't know, like, I didn't care so much about him being down low. Like, I was just happy I had somebody to fuck with. So boom, that's how that goes. And then, okay, after the time I seen him in the, we have this place called Foster, like, where you go get food. I was in there and he like walked by me and like I could tell he always used to wear sunglasses. So in the building, bitch, it didn't matter what he was, he would wear sunglasses. So the people would know that. I mean, like, you can't really see his eyes. So I could tell he was kind of looking, but like I couldn't like look at him and then it give like an awkward vibe. So like, bitch, I used to like pay it, and then he would text me like, "What's up? Like, I saw you in the cab. I mean, I saw you in Trojan Corner or whatever, blah blah blah." So. Boom, fast forward. So then, maybe like two or three more times after we hung out again, bitch, it goes down. First of all, bitch, I didn't even want to do it because I knew that I didn't do my research. Again, keyword research. So, it happens. We clean up. We lay down in the bed. We cuddle, and I stayed the night. My roommate was probably looking for me, like, where the fuck is this nigga at? Because I mean, we were fucking cool. Like, that was my nigga. Like, we was cool as shit. So he probably was like, what the fuck he at? Like, I ain't text him and tell him that I won't coming back to the room. Like, cause he usually like lets some of like his friends or something stay in the room if I'm not there. So he was, he probably was like, what the fuck he at? But bitch, when I tell you, I was like, I didn't know what to feel. Like, I felt comfortable because he was like cuddling me and stuff like that. Like, we kind of talked, shit like that. But I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, bitch, you were not prepared for that. That was not supposed to happen. Like, you need to get your life right. So, y'all, I think he traumatized me. Like, he set the standard for niggas, and now I think all niggas are kind of like tragic. And they are. Most of them are. I mean, probably just as tragic as I am, but even still, bitch, I come with a package, but baby, I bring shits to the table, period. Like, I have a coin, I have my shit together, kinda. Like, you know, like, I can bring shit to the table, so it's like, you know, it's kind of exceptions to the rule. Like, if he can bring something to the table, like, you can kind of, some shit can be, you know, swept under the rug. So, boom. We talked to each other for probably like, bitch, almost 2 years because he was a junior, I was a freshman. So we talked to each other like his whole junior year and some of his senior year. So boom, this is how it stopped though. We, so one day, I found out he had a girlfriend from Facebook, of course. I think she either tagged him in something or he tagged her in something, one of the two. But I didn't bring it up. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna wait till he bring it up, boom. So one day we had, fornicated or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to have to say it on here, but messed around. And when we were leaving, first of all, it was in a car. Imagine my big ass in a car. And anyway, boom, we made it work, bitch. It happened. We were leaving that place, and he was like, so this is probably gonna be our last time messing around. And I'm like, oh wow, bitch, I already know why. But I wanted him to tell me. So he was like, yeah, I'm trying to be on this straight and narrow, whatever, like that. Talking about, bitch, I know it's not verbatim, but basically this is what he's saying. Like, him and his girl trying to go be serious, all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I literally, like, I kind of was about to, like, kind of expecting it because it's like, I don't know, like, I seen it. So it's like, when he said it, it's like, okay, well, guess that's the end of that. But when I tell y'all niggas ain't shit. So probably like, not even a week later, probably, me and my friend that I told y'all about that worked with him, we were in Walmart, I believe. I used to work at Walmart, but I don't think this is when me and him was talking. No, we weren't when me and him was talking. This was after he was graduating, all this stuff. So anyway, boom. We was in Walmart, and he texted me. It was like, so where you at? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, I'm at Walmart. Second of all, don't be texting me because you said that you was trying to be on the straight and narrow. So boom, he like, yeah, you trying to link up or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, I would definitely love to link up with you, but you told me that you were trying to be on the straight and narrow and trying to take your girlfriend serious and all this stuff. So I don't want to be the one that's condoning you fornicating with the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to like be on the straight and narrow, like, I really like applaud you. Like, I sometimes envy people that can do that. Like, it's like having, you know, both sides. Like, if I could genuinely fall in love with a girl and make love to a girl all the time, like, baby girl, I would choose to be with a woman because it's just the way of life. Like, it's an easier lifestyle for anyone. You know what I'm saying? So I applauded him and I wanted him to do it. Like, I was like, no, I'm not going to be the one you're going to be fornicating with. Boom. But anyway, before we stop talking, like, freshman year going into sophomore year for me, junior year going to senior year for him. So I could stay with upperclassmen at that point. So he was trying to room with me, y'all. You know how tragic that would have been, y'all? Like, that would have been so fucking tragic. Like, I was like, oh no, that's not gonna work. As bad as I wanted to, bitch. Listen. Because he wasn't gonna have a single room anymore. So he was like, if I'm gonna room with somebody, I might as well room with you. And I'm like, But nigga, you're not my nigga. We cannot room because you think you're gonna be fucking me all the time. No, you're not. And you think you're gonna get it anytime you want. No, sir. So I had to decline. And I felt really proud of myself for declining. And then that's when we started messing around again. Then we got to the whole place where he was like, well, I'm gonna do my girlfriend, blah, 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 and that's when I was like, but. So this is my sophomore year at this point. This is like, we had messed around for like a little over a year, like to the point where I was friends with his mom on Facebook. I don't even know how. Like it was so many things that were going on. And I'm like, wait, how did this happen? But then we stopped talking, he graduated, all that stuff. I noticed that I wasn't on his mom page no more. So he had to be the one to block me because he used to be on his mom page. So he had to be the one to unfriend me on there. And I'm like, wow, like he's really clearing his tracks. Like y'all, like I still remember his mama name. I remember his father name because he's named after his father. And you know, like I remember a lot of shit. So it's like, boy, if I really wanted to hurt you, I would have did that when we were in college. Like this is it's old news. Like I wish you the best. Like I don't understand why you're like not really holding a grudge, but you know why you don't feel. I mean, I can understand kinda because it's like I guess your wife or girlfriend wouldn't be, you know, okay with you being cool with a gay nigga, but it's like, my nigga, we don't have to be cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's no beef. Like I don't know. To each his own. But y'all, that was my first gay experience. They didn't really go into details about the sexual relations part, but I told y'all the story. So y'all get it. That's that. Let me know what y'all first sexual experience was like, because a lot of people, another topic, a lot of people I was watching, bitch, I watch too much YouTube. So I was watching the real clips or whatever. And they were talking about how in minority homes, the kids are more having sex at an earlier age than others. Study shows. But most times the study was more black people than anything. So of course it's gonna be more black people that are, you know, admitting that they're having sex at a younger age. So that, child, that's it on that. So yeah. It's your boy Von J. That video was it. Hope y'all like the story time. Let me know what y'all need more, because I think I was overdue for a story time. I don't think I did a story time in a while. I've been trying to like create content, like things to do. And this story time was real cute. So, peace.